Is your nighttime snacking and eating after your final meal of the day literally destroying your sleep? Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I am Jerry with Complete Nutrition Alliance. I am your holistic health provider, and we're talking about food today. Food after your last meal and before bed. So the big one is caffeine, having coffee, eating chocolate, or energy drinks too late in the day. Energy drinks any time of the day, not advised. Anyhow, caffeine is a stimulant and it blocks the adenosine, which is the chemical in the brain that actually creates sleepiness, which will interfere with your good deep sleep through the night. And some people, it can affect them, 6+ hours prior to going to bed. So be real cognizant of how late you are taking in food that has caffeine in it. Alcohol. Alcohol may feel like a sedative, help you to fall asleep faster. However, it suppresses REM sleep, your rapid eye movement sleep, which that is important for memory, learning, and restoration of the body. And it can lead to more awakeness at night. So be real careful about alcohol at night before bed. Now, another one is spicy food. Alcohol can cause acid reflux, so can spicy food. And so, like if you're having peppers or curries, some people don't do well with that too late at night. It can actually create acid reflux, gas and bloating, indigestion, and it also raises your body temperature. Now, your body temperature lowers at night so that you get good deep sleep. That is why you should be sleeping in a cooler room. So your hot foods can interfere with sleep quality. Now, the high saturated fats, and these are the nasty bad fats that are found in fast food, pizza, fatty meals, they take longer to digest and your digestion slows down when you are sleeping. And so this, once again, it all goes back to your acid indigestion, your gas and bloating. And just remember that it is linked to reduced sleep in the slow wave sleep, which can then cause daytime sleepiness. So how you're sleeping today will definitely cause your tomorrow energy. Sugary foods and refined carbohydrates. So candy, cookies, pastries, ice cream. Ice cream is not good before bed. And sugary cereals. So these cause rapid blood sugar spikes, which follow by a crash, which will trigger awakeness, hunger, and it will fluctuate the hormones like your cholesterol and your adrenaline. So diets that are high in sugar are also, they're definitely associated with lighter sleeping at night. Now, acidic foods, like oranges, tomatoes, maybe onions and garlic can be disruptive, causing, once again, your acid reflux, heartburn, particularly when you lay down. So remember, lay down on the left side, always sleeping on the left side, as the right side will cause also acid reflux. Now, high protein heavy meals late at night, not your final meal. It takes longer to digest them and they are slower to digest, which this conflicts with the body's reduced digestive activity during sleep. So also certain aged cheeses, and cured meats, they also contain tyramine, which it will stimulate the norepinephrine and alertness. So you will become more awake. Salty and processed foods like chips, popcorn, and fast food, anything processed fast food, high sodium will lead to dehydration. You're going to be drinking more, which then that increases the amount of water, which then will prompt getting out of bed at night to have to go to the bathroom. So your highly processed foods with your salt and sugar will create deep sleep issues. So timing is everything. So avoid eating, I say 2 to 3 hours prior to going to bed. Nothing. After your final meal of the day, don't have anything. And then large meals at bedtime, you want your larger meal to be at noontime if possible. And the larger the meal at night, the more time you need for it to be digesting down before you go to bed. And always remember, low fiber diet, high saturated fat and sugar is associated with worse sleep quality. Now, for better sleep, focus on your balanced meals that are earlier in the day, and then you can have at night if needed, like cherry juice, kiwi, some fatty fish, almonds in moderation, if you are needing to have a snack. So making little adjustments in the evening habits can definitely help with your sleeping at night and how you're going to be feeling the next day. Let's go over real quick the snacks of popularity. And there was actually a survey done. And the most consumed snack of popularity, and most of the time it is in bed watching TV. No TV in bed, no snacking in bed. That's not what bed is for. Anyhow, crackers, chips, and pretzels. Who wants to sleep with all those crumbs in their bed anyway? 53% of the people are consuming those as snacks at night. Ice cream. 43% of those surveyed were having ice cream late at night. Then 53% were eating cookies, cakes, and baked sweets. And then candy was 38%. Popcorn was 30%. And this is microwave. They said microwaved buttered popcorn was 30%. I really think that's probably higher, and that should never be eaten anyway. That stuff is really toxic. And then cereal actually was on people's survey list of 28% of the people were eating like dry breakfast cereal at night before going to bed. So anyway, if you need something before bed, like I said, maybe having a small amount of almonds, some berries, not aged cheese. If you want a little cheese, but I wouldn't suggest that either. Just being really cognizant of not eating. And if you're feeling hungry, drop me a message down here and let's chat about that and see why you are actually eating at night, because that is really not helping you the next day. And do not eat in bed. That's just a really bad idea. When you go to bed, bed is for sleeping, and your mind is like ready to turn it in for the day. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the link below. I am Jerry with Complete Nutrition Alliance. Live with vitality.